Hi, and welcome to the show. Again, we thank God you can view the show, whether it's in your living room, your bedroom, your kitchen, or any other area in your home. We're excited to bring you D.A.P Ministries present. I'm your host, the Reverend Willie Williams Jr. I'm excited about the information that we're going to give to you today. Again, we always invite all of our viewers, relatives, and friends to go down to the lower ninth ward and see the devastation, but imagine as God is going to restore that area and see what he's going to do and make that place what we're really better than it was when I used to stay down there. Amen. Yeah, we're from the ninth ward and proud of it because it was a place that families got together and businesses. So a lot of activity that used to take place. We're praying that to see that come back again. Also, thanking all of the volunteers I mention all the time, team effort who come down every year and do work for not only for our citizens, but also for our places of worship and work on the churches as well as individual home. Again, tell your neighbors, tell your friends, go down to the lower ninth ward and see the area, but see and imagine the restoration that's going to take place. Again, we're thankful and for our co-host, the Reverend Darrell Smith, also known as D.K. Smith, 9:40 a.m. on your radio dial, radio personality. He has a saying that goes like this.
Well, I'm the PM pastor, and between 3 p.m. and 7 p.m., I take you home in style with a smile.
And he always has his finger on the pulse of what's taking place, not only locally, nationally, but also he has a global feel. I think he has friends in Afghanistan, France,
Italy, Romania, Bosnia, and who knows where else. You know?
And how do you contact these people?
Well, of course, it's a digital world, so everything is done either by YouTube. You can subscribe to YouTube. If you go to youtube.com and use the search engine and look up D.A.P Ministries TV show, you'll see this and other shows that we have produced and put online. And why don't you become a subscriber? I usually don't emphasize that, but become a subscriber and see what's going on with D.A.P Ministries. And
you've been putting out a whole lot of information, not only this show, but other shows. Right. I watch you all the time.
Yeah, thank you. And you watch yourself too? Huh?
Yes, I do.
And so, yeah, and I thank God for the fact that he blessed me, blessed us, so now I can do it more so. I'm working, got a quote-unquote new laptop, so I could work from home as well as work and do those things. I also have a couple of announcements I'd like to make.
Take care, announce you want to do that now, or you want to introduce our guests?
Well, past and present. Okay, I'll do one now. I'll do one
on the second half.
Yeah, second half.
Do it.
Okay. Well, we just want to thank God for the life and legacy of Sister Geraldine Wright Washington. Homegoing service was on past Friday, and at least it's the musical, eulogistic musical was on Friday, November 21st. And on Saturday, November 22nd, was the homegoing service. And so we just want to thank God for Sister Geraldine Wright Washington and for her legacy as a choir director, musician. I told you how I used to sing in the choir, but
you're solo. Yeah, here's a solo.
Solo, yeah. Sing so low you can't hear me. But we have a guest who can sing. And I want to introduce him. His last name is Smith. His first name is Lloyd. I say Smith, no relation. But anyway, it's Lloyd, Pastor Lloyd Smith. He's pastor at the Morning Star Baptist Church and also a member of the Friendly Five Gospel Singers of Kenner, Louisiana. Sound like I'm a DJ, huh?
You are a DJ.
Yeah. Pastor Lloyd Smith, how you doing?
I'm great. Just blessed to be here.
Amen. We're happy to have you here and everything. Now, you're newly elected, newly installed as pastor. How long has it been now?
It's been about a year and 4 months now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A year and 4 months, and we're excited about what God's doing in our ministry. We are one of those churches that are in the ninth ward.
See what I'm saying? That's some good thing. I keep saying there's always something good in the lower ninth ward. Give us the locations so people know, because I'm from the ninth ward.
We're at 3124 Florida Avenue. That's where our church used to be, but it was destroyed by Katrina. And we're desperately trying to get back to that location. We have a contractor on board who supposedly in the next few days, hopefully, will start a groundbreaking.
That's a blessing.
we'll start coming out of the ground with our new sanctuary over there. But we are presently holding service up on Mistletoe all the way up in Carrollton. This church opened the doors for us and allowed us to come in and just use that church, and we've been blessed by that.
What's the address?
It's
Mistletoe.
3126 Mistletoe Street.
What time is the service?
And we're having service at 1 o'clock every Sunday at 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
And one of the things I want to put out there, I guess I'm doing a little recruiting. I'm looking for about 20 people to come and partner with us, to join with us to in our rebuilding effort. We're not only just trying to build a church, but we're trying to build people. There are so many needs in and around the city of New Orleans, and not just for the youth, not just for men, not just for women, but in every area. We are economically deprived. We are lacking in so many different areas. We want to offer economic IQ, trying to educate people about the laws of money and how money works. And one of the great pastors preached a sermon not long ago from Georgia, and he was saying that money stays in the black neighborhood 15 minutes.
Yes, it does.
And that's a tragedy. We need to turn that thing around. So,
historically, that has been at one point, the money stayed in the African American community because they were isolated to only shop within their own community. And so we had grocery stores, we had furniture stores, we had the bar rooms, and we also had funeral homes, but we had money that was circulating in our community, and it stayed there.
Exactly. Well, that's one of the points he brought out, that there are no more black grocery stores. There used to be black hospitals. There's only one black hospital now in the United States, and it's in Washington, D.C.
Is that right?
There's only one, and it's struggling to
stay
keep its doors
alive.
open. So there's a lot of need. There's a lot of information that we need to get out to the people. We need to educate our people and keep them abreast of actually what's going on, get them involved in the political process. So many people, I was shocked to find out the number of people who do not vote. And there's blood on the ballot box. Those young girls who died in Birmingham, and those men who were lynched, and those ladies who walked the street pregnant and they sick dogs on them and turned the hose pipes on them, and those kind of things that went on to give us the right to vote. But shockingly, amazingly, we're not involved in the voting process.
Not taking advantage of those opportunities. There's the other part of what you're displaying as well, the gift that God has given you. You're part of your group. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Sure. We talk about the Friendly Five. Friendly Five, we just released a brand new CD, and you can get it on iTunes. You can get it on CD Baby, Xbox Music. You can email me at preachsound@bellsouth.net. You can give me a phone call, 504-466-3239, and we'll get you a copy of it. You can digitally download it, or you can get a hard copy. Friendly Five is one of the oldest groups in the city.
I was about to ask you, how long y'all been singing?
We celebrated on the second Sunday in November. We celebrated 65 years of singing. Now I'm not that old.
65?
I'm not that old, but I've been with them for a long time.
Yeah, it is. I'm not mad about that.
Leroy Robinson is
the founder.
He's the only original member that's still with us. Pierre Ray was the founder. He's the late husband of Sister Ruby Ray of the Spiritualist Gospel Singers of New Orleans.
Too. Yeah.
And our group is right behind the Zion Harmonizers.
Y'all in some very good
Terrell
company.
Washington was a very good friend of mine, and all those people, Bowie and all the people from the Zion Harmonizers. When I came here, a little boy, they took me under the wing and guided me, and I wanted to go. Neville Brothers was forming the Meters at that time, and they asked me to come and play in the French Quarter for them. And I said, yeah, I'm going to go down there, but my cousin said, no, you
go down there. So what do you play?
So I played lead guitar.
Okay.
And my son, I taught him, he played bass. I played guitar, lead and bass.
You think we can arrange in the future getting your group to come in?
Sure.
Yeah,
No problem.
Yeah.
Just let us know, and we'll come on and be a pleasure. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we'd love to hear y'all, man.
Yeah, but
and give that information again where they can get your CD.
On CD Baby, on Amazon.com, Google Play, Xbox Music, RIDO, just all the media, the digital outlets.
What's the name of the CD? 'Cause I know you
The
probably
name
know
of it
more.
is "Hold the God's Unchanging Hand," and this people have been telling me, we've been selling it now for a few weeks. People have been telling me about how blessed and inspired they've been by listening to the CD, and we pray that it would be a blessing to people, and that's basically
Why
why
y'all
we put
do
it
what
out.
y'all do, yeah.
And we wanted Jazz and Heritage Festival. We were one of the first groups at the Jazz and Heritage
One of the
Festival.
original?
From the very first Jazz Fest they had. We were on that show, and House of Blues.
Yeah. So every year y'all still going back to the Jazz Fest?
We haven't been there in the last couple of years, but I contacted them. They contacted me this year, and I think they're going to have us back this year.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward.
He's familiar with that.
Being back.
He's a
being back
DJ
out there.
at the Jazz
Yeah.
Festival in Heritage.
Host.
Okay, I'm sorry. He's a
Gospel
host.
tent.
He's a host at the Gospel Tent.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
we're going to use your political clout to get us.
Remember now, I got the hookup.
Get us out there.
Yeah.
But it's been a blessing for us, and I really appreciate what God has done in our lives. I got my baby boy. He's going to college now. He's over in Mississippi, but he'll be home for Thanksgiving. And this was actually the first CD that they had ever done. They did records before, they used to do the big LPs and then the 45s.
You that technology, man, y'all inspiring me, man.
Yeah,
Say,
but-
look, y'all up to date with all of the baby back with it.
CD baby.
CD baby.
Yeah, well, those young people, they,
And I like what you're doing and integrating the young with the old with the young, because that's how we walk hand to hand. Because one thing you talked about, the civil rights movement and election, it was young people, but it's also were older people that were walking for the rights for people to vote. So that's how we got to
Passing the
get
torch,
together.
that's what
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
right.
Keep on moving forward.
I like this name of the album says, "Hold to God's Unchanging Hand."
Yeah, it's powerful. I'm excited.
Want me to
Again, no, don't sing, please. Reverend Smith, we got to go to break. Again, we're going to get you back on, and we want not only you display the group, but talk a little bit more about the church and some of the aspirations. We're going to go to break. We'll come back. We're going to have another guest on. They got to tell us some information about what they're doing, and you can support them by not only tuning in, but emailing and calling us. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Poor nutrition today will increase Sarah's chances of anemia, add to her healthcare costs, sick days, even stunt her ability to learn. And the thing is, Sarah's not even born yet. Get proper nutrition before it's too late. Call or visit WIC. WIC provides nutrition information, healthcare referrals, even food. Your child has you, and you have WIC.
Mrs. Johnson, good to see you again. This is Mike. You can trust him. He looks just like you. Plus, 2 against 1 is more intimidating when we force someone to sign a loan.
And I'll be sucking up to you in order to keep up the illusion.
So, here are your low monthly payments and interest rate as we promised. Here's where they triple. The rest of this stuff, don't think a lawyer can read this. It protects us. Make sure we get your home when you can't pay us back.
Such a lovely house.
Yeah. But don't worry. We're going to sell you credit life insurance. You don't really need it, but
Puts lots of cash in our pockets.
you look nervous. We better hurry and get you to sign. Or I'll pretend to ruin your credit with one phone call.
Predatory lenders are never this easy to spot. Call us and protect yourself with the facts.
Every day, online predators make their way into homes uninvited and unnoticed. Help delete online predators. To learn what you can do to protect your kids' online life, visit cybertipline.com.
And we're back again. We thank God for you staying tuned. We have another guest, and Reverend Smith, he's going to introduce our guest. Got some great information for us, for young people as well as for seniors.
Yeah. Well, before I do that, I just want to.
Second half. Oh, I forgot.
Second half, yeah. Second half.
You had another announcement.
Another announcement. This is, sad news to say the passing of Sister Thelma B. Francis, the widow of Reverend John Francis.
Your former pastor.
Former pastor, pastor of Evening Star and Pilgrim Progress Missionary Baptist Church, and also past president of the Louisiana Freedmen Missionary Baptist General Association. And Sister Francis was a pillar in the community, and so she passed on the other day. But we just want to pray and give thoughts to the family and friends and those who know her and loved her. And
God bless you, man. That's our hearts are saddened for that.
Yeah, it will be no more like her. But now, also, I want to introduce our guest. He's a young man. I'm pretty sure he don't mind me saying young like that. But he's got a vision and he's got a heart for certain things. He's an author of a book and also magazine founder, and he comes from the name of Terrell, Pierre. And the ministry that he has is called Strive, because it's not only the magazine, but it's also the book. It's also a youth. What are the
foundation? Yes, Strive is also an acronym which stands for Striving to Reach International Victories Everywhere.
Okay.
And you have 3 aspects.
Yes, we have Strive Youth Services. We have Strive Book Publishing, Strive Magazine, and we're also working on Strive Records.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Now, do you sing, or you do like Reverend Smith solo?
I did sing a while back.
Okay.
Actually, my brother and I, who's in the studio,
let people know who your brother is, man.
My brother's name is Pierre, who's also the co-founder of Strive Youth Services and senior editor of Strive Magazine. Yes, so we work very close together. Strive Youth Services, we're out in the community. We teach a lot on anger management, peer pressure, how to resort to
conflict resolution.
In other words, dealing with how to solve your problems without resorting to violence. So we
lessen the impact of aggression.
Yes, we also go into the schools and we talk to the students concerning bullying.
So where y'all located?
Right now we're located across the river on the west bank on Americas Street. We started out in Metairie, 6300 Riverside Drive, but at this time we've already located in a new location. But most of our work is done in the field. We go to a lot of gymnasiums because we teach the kids about health and nutrition. We go to health food stores. We do a lot of work in the local libraries where there are books or computers. So we work a lot out in the fields.
So y'all outreach on-site training?
We are, absolutely. We go out to the community.
Talk a little bit about the book, and then we want to get to the magazine. But talk a little bit about the book. Let everybody know the name of the book.
Well, the book is called Friends, Lovers, Hatred. And this book deals with domestic violence, prison life, and drug addiction. And I like to always say that it does have some graphics in it. But the book is not to condone violence or drug addiction, violence against women or anything like that, but it's merely meant to point out these self-destructions so that, and hope that the reader would deter from such self-destruction.
Yeah, now you also make mention of the fact that you say, I looked at the book a little bit, not so much a dedication, but what inspired you to do the book? You had your brother?
Well, I had a brother that was murdered through domestic violence. He was killed by his then girlfriend, who's still incarcerated right now. And that helped to inspire. Also, because the book just doesn't deal with just domestic violence, but also drug addiction, and prison life. We see a lot of that in our community. So what I was doing, I was trying to point out, as I said earlier, a lot of episodes and a lot of things that we see in our community in hopes that it will deter these young people, well, all people, but mostly young people who I'm targeting the most, hope that it will deter them from such self-destruction.
Right, and that was going to be my next question about, do you have a target group that you really want to read your book or be involved with your magazine? And you clearly stated that your youth organization, and so give us probably the age category that you deal with, male and female.
Well, when we're talking about the youth service itself, we like to catch them early at as much as age 6 years old.
True.
Yeah, well, because we find that a lot, not saying that it's over when a kid gets to a certain level, but it's much easier when you catch a child at an early age to instill values in them, as opposed to when they start experiencing a lot of things. It's not impossible, but a little.
It's just more difficult.
It's more
because
difficult.
they already have preconceived ideas
Absolutely,
about what
yes.
they should be or what they should be doing.
Yes.
Also about the magazine. Talk a little bit about the magazine. Why the emphasis of a magazine?
Well, like I say, it's a New Orleans hip hop and social magazine. We have a wealth of talent down here in New Orleans, and we have a lot of positive business as well. We have a lot to offer to the world, to the United States and to the world.
Right.
But we hear a lot of negative things about our city, and our dream is to bring the nation in New Orleans in a positive light, showcasing our talents. A lot of time we talk about in the hip hop arena what other cities are doing or not doing for us musically, and that they imitate and steal a lot of our music down here. So what we want to do is we want to bring our music to the world and get credit for it. So, you know, we just want, not just our hip hop music, but we have our aid and social pleasure clubs. You know, that's very unique.
Well, and I have to ask you that because you think anybody else, because there's social pleasure clubs all over the world, but you think that our social pleasure clubs are unique to New Orleans?
We are extremely unique. They come near and far to participate in our second lines and our social pleasure clubs. I mean, yes, we are very unique, and one of the things that I want to show is showcase us. We have people that come from all over the world, and they film documentaries, take pictures, and they bring it out
and they exploit it out
their way and explore it and whatever.
Yeah.
But I want to show it in our flavor.
Because that was my next question, dealing with the documentation of it. You put it in writing, but are there other kind of archives that you're utilizing for, as film, print, and things of that nature?
Right, and documentaries. Right.
So let me ask you a question, and I think you more or less answered that already, because I like to deal with chronologically orders, past, present. And what is the future for Strive? I mean, you said records, but Strive Magazine, Strive Youth, and Strive Publishing.
Well, dealing with the youth in that area. We're not just a youth program, but we also deal with adults. We find that when you get to the parents, we like to work with the parents first, because most time when you have to get to the parents before you even
got to get permission.
Yeah, not only the permission, but we find that we're dealing with a lot of underprivileged children that come from a lot of broken homes, abusive homes. So we like to work with the parents. We like to try to provide resources that the parents can use. If we don't necessarily have it in our program, we do a lot of refers.
Okay.
So we like to network and partner up with a lot of other organizations that can get whatever help these parents and families need.
I got to stop you right there, because I need you to either give a phone number or a website so somebody can contact you in doing that, because I know you're over the river on America Street, but we know that. But what about the viewing public?
Yes, absolutely. Well, my name is Terrell Pierre, and you could reach me at terrellpierre@gmail.com. My website is strivebookpublishinginc.com, as well as striveyouthservices.com. So it's easy to reach me. Also, you can reach me by phone, 504-307-4933. And I'd like to give it out again.
I was going to say, do it again, yeah.
504-307-4933. And my name is Terrell Pierre, and once again, TerrellPierre@gmail.com. And you can go to the website, once again, StriveYouthServices.com.
You have great energy, but what inspired you to get involved with this? Your group has been in existence of how many years?
Well, we've legally, we have our 501c3 nonprofit status. But we've been doing it since 2012. But what really made me started working with youth, because I was a troublesome youth myself. When I was adolescent, I've been to juvenile institution. As an adult, I've been on drugs, drug addiction. I've been to prison. So, you know, I reached out, God reached out to me, and I reached out to God, and He changed me. And I just wanted to share some of my experiences, because it's not just something that I learned in a book, but I've actually experienced.
You kind of like told you lived it, and so
addiction. Yes.
Okay.
And even homeless, I was homeless, even though that was by choice. I left New Orleans to go to another city, basically running from myself.
Reality of what?
Yes. And I was homeless. I had family down here, but because of the addiction and didn't want to be around my family.
Just get away from that for a while.
I got away, and I found myself in a homeless situation.
Okay. We got to go to a close, but Terrell, we definitely going to get you back on and talk about your program, and I'm excited about it. Anytime you get involved and interact with young people, it excites me, because we know that the Bible says, train up a child the way it should go. When they get old, they won't depart. Start with them, stay with them, and finish with them. Again, we thank God for all of our guests. We thank God for our co-host, the Reverend Darrell Smith. We say to you, go to a church of your choice and worship the Lord. We always invite you to come on out to True Love Missionary Baptist Church, 2710 Phillip Street. Worship time is at 8 a.m. in the morning, and Bible study is at 7 p.m. every Tuesday. Come on out and be blessed as our prayer. God bless you until next time. God keep you.
Yeah.
You want him in the chair? Because we can put him in that chair. Just take